April 28th, narrative writing. Remember, we're working on a realistic story. Yesterday, we used a graphic organizer to help put our ideas in order. Today, we will use the graphic organizer to help write our story on a piece of paper. Write each event in order, and you can use words like first, then, next, and last. We have been working a lot with those words this year, and I'm circling them so we remember that they're important. Decide on a title for your story. Ooh, that's a good thing to remember. We want a title at the top of the name of the story. Write it at the top of your page. Then you can start writing your story. Make sure you're including all the parts of a story, like the characters, the setting, and all of the events that happen from the beginning to the end. You may look at the example of a realistic story called The Butterfly. Save your writing for tomorrow. Okay, so here's an example story that somebody our age might write called The Butterfly. Tyler and Ava were playing in Ava's garden. They found a cocoon on a flower stem. Ava asked, "What is inside this cocoon?" Then they put it in a big glass jar. Later, they watched the cocoon open. Out came a beautiful butterfly. When its wings got strong, Tyler and Ava let it go. They watched it fly away. Okay, so there's a couple things in here that help make our story interesting. Ava speaks, and remember when someone speaks, we use quotation marks. That's a good idea to use. I see some exclamation points for different kinds of sentences. I see a closing, and we have different paragraphs. So this is a paragraph, 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 paragraph to keep our writing interesting. So those are some things to keep in mind. Okay, we're going to go to our pre-write from yesterday. Here's my pre-write. The setting was park. Characters were Keegan, Henry, and Caleb. In the middle, here are some events. They ride bikes, they play on the playground, they play tag, and then in the end, it has some closure, time to ride back home. Okay, so those were my ideas I came up with yesterday. I'm going to start writing it on my piece of lined paper. I give it a title first, A Day at the Park. And then I'm going to look at the beginning here. So characters and setting. I want to start my writing with introducing the characters and telling where the setting is. It was a beautiful day at the park. And then I need to say who it's about. Keegan, Henry, and Caleb rode bikes. They played. They ran around and played tag. Last, it was time to go home. It was a great day. Okay, so there's an example of a first draft of my story. I remember to have my characters, my setting, my events,